This was over 20 years ago now. He told me, well, the last time I had a sleepover, after everybody went to sleep, I took out Robert's penis and kind of played with it, and put in my mouth and stuff. And you liked it? I guess. Yeah. I mean he stayed soft, but it was really fun to play with. Penises are awesome. She woke me up, and wanted to talk to me, and wanted to give me a blowjob. Took me to the couch, and went at it, pulled her titties out, and used them, went to the freezer, got her ice cube, and crushed it in her mouth, and started sucking again. Then there was awkwardness and she stopped and looked over, and my friend's dad was watching. He mumbled something, and went to his room and we went to the basement to finish. Finally, a place I can tell my story. So, when I was about 13, my buddies and I were staying at Steve's house for his birthday. Being the little punks we were, we had a Nerf fight in his mom's basement, which was full of nice knickknacks. Naturally, they got broken, along with Jimmy's foot, after he fell down the stairs. As our punishment, we had to turn out the lights around 8. Jimmy, being the sip he was, slept with his bad foot out of his sleeping bag, while a couple of the others played let's sword fight with PVC pipes in the dark. Naturally, Jimmy's ankle was hit, and he woke quite quickly. Being the stupid kids we were, at some point, a china figurine fell behind a cabinet, and Jimmy was instructed to get it out. Try as he might, he couldn't reach it. The idea of using an item from the bathroom to grab it out was brought up, to which Jimmy replied, I can't find anything longer than a ½ inch in here. Since we were 13-year-old boys, Jimmy's new nickname Halfinch was born as soon as he fell back asleep. Here's the real kicker. Jimmy was a sleepwalker, and around 4 AM, Jimmy got up, went into the closet, and started caressing the vacuum, gibbering about shaving cream and sleep. Things progressed pretty quickly, and I had some of the best sex I have ever had in my life that night, 3 times. Well, each time I did not have any condoms, so I would pull out and come in her socks. Her idea. After all was said and done, I took her home in the morning, and then proceeded to tell my friends what I had done. The poor girl became known as Socko for her senior year. Nothing too extreme like most these comments might be, but when I was in 4th grade my best friend and I were playing this game where insults were compliments and vice versa. Well, after some back and forth between us I said, yeah, well you have a big dick. As soon as his dad opened the door, I stumbled on my words trying to explain the situation and my friend couldn't stop laughing. His dad looked at me and his son in disappointment and shut the door. Talk about bad timing. A friend had a sleepover she invited me to for her birthday one year. We were in middle school, and she was the only girl I knew. My mom asked me where the fuck I had gotten bruises all over my body. I told her we'd been jumping on the bed, and I kept getting accidentally kicked. 6-ish, 7-ish. Sleepover at a friend's house. His dad apparently went to the bar and picked up some hood rats while we were supposed to be asleep. I didn't know any of her other friends. One of them suggests a game of truth or dare. They started daring each other to do sexual things. It started with making out and progressed to dares to perform oral sex on the other girls. If you refused to participate, they got to punch you in the arm as hard as they could. I was a very good girl. I didn't participate in anything, performing or receiving. Instantly regretted it, but we were young and dumb, and I've never questioned my sexuality from it. Apparently experimenting like this when kids are young is super common. Okay, it's not common. I used to smoke weed, and I had a lot of friends who did. Her mom must have known the owner or something. If my mom would have known what was going on at that party, I just told her I had a good time, and left it at that. The first time I slept over at a girl's house I was in 6th grade, and it was the group from an extracurricular activity.